Hey y'all, peace to you. What's going on? How y'all doing on this grand day? Now listen, we're just gonna jump right into it. I really need to talk to you guys about something that floods my inbox, my DMs, my emails, and even my shop messages. And they always say, or in a roundabout way, they say, Lady V, can you help me get my ex back? Can you help me get my ex back? I want to open the door. I want to reconcile. We went through some things. I get that a lot. I get that a lot. And that is what we're going to talk about on today. Y'all, let me go ahead and tell you. This is something that I don't play about. This subject right here. Particularly, can you get my boo back, my thing back? Too many people out here are selling you fantasies. They are. They selling fantasies. And I'm here to tell you the truth. They'll tell you, oh, light this candle, chant this little phrase, say this affirmation, say this Bible quote, and he'll be banging on your door tomorrow. That's not real. That's TV. That's entertainment. That's hocus pocus. I'm not here to entertain nobody. I'm here to give you the truth, right? So the simple truth is this is energy work. And if there is no energy, there will be no movement. Period. Period. If your ex doesn't feel anything for you anymore, they don't feel nothing. They have no love, no anger. They're not curious. They're not calling. There's nothing for me to pull on. You can't drag somebody back into your life just because you miss them. They have to still feel something for you, or else the work is dead before it even starts. Y'all understand what I'm talking about? And some of y'all, I know y'all don't want to hear that. You want me to tell you what you want to hear. But that's not me. That's not this work. I'm not here to stroke your ego. I'm not here to give you clarity, because clarity is better than wasting your time. I make it clear, but it's totally up to you to grab the clarity. I don't want you wasting your time, wasting money, wasting your spirit on something already where the door is closed on. Okay? So today, let me break this down, because this is a big question. I know that sometimes I have to, I think I did a post like this before, but it's been a while. New people come to me, and sometimes I have to do a realignment post, and I'm going to keep doing it for all my new people. We're going to talk about what reconciliation really is, what that type of work really is, and why no energy means no movement. Okay? And then when it's possible and when it's not, to work that target. And what can you do at home to prepare yourself before you even think about booking work? Okay? And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether reconciliation work is even worth your energy, or if it's time to do the hardest work of all, releasing that motherfucker, cutting ties. Okay? Okay? First, let me introduce myself. I don't think I did that. Y'all, I got my coffee. It is kind of cool outside today. And today is Sunday, one of my favorite days of the week. So I got on my, I'm chilling today, recording videos. But if you are new here, welcome in. I am Lady Vasori. I try to drop fresh videos a lot. I try. But make sure you are subscribed to my channel and you are hitting the notifications so you don't miss a thing with me. And I would love the growth as well. Thank you. Again, super chats are welcome if this resonates with you. And you feel like I'm talking to you, and you have gotten full off this energy. I do take super chats, and I don't know how you send it, but it's somewhere on the screen. Okay? If you feel the notion, it's not required, but if you do, I am so thankful. The truth about energy, let me say this plain. Let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all, this is not fairy dust. This is not one of them TikTok spells or them spells you find on IG promising you will have somebody back or somebody begging you back in 24 hours. This is not that. Not over here. Now, I walk hoodoo. I am a root worker. I walk hoodoo first. That's my first line of defense. I do dibble dabble in Wicca when I want to read certain things. I dibble dabble with voodoo. I know Orisha, that, but I am basically more hoodoo than anything, root working. Hoodoo moves where there's already energy to move. Okay? Hoodoo. Even if it wasn't hoodoo, y'all, magic, the path, this walk has to have energy, because this is what an energy working. Energy has to be there. Okay? A lot of people don't understand that. If your ex still feels something for you, even if it's anger, I can work with that energy, because that means there's still a cord, right? But if they have completely disconnected from you, you're lighting candles for a deadline. You're lighting candles for a deadline. That's why some people see results and others burn through oil. They burn all this wax, these candles, and nothing moves, because it was clear from the beginning they had cut you off, or the energy wasn't there, and you're trying to make it be there, and it's not there, right? So that does not work like that. Think of it like this, y'all. If the window's cracked open, even just a little bit, right? And your window's cracked open even a little bit, energy can slip through energy. But if every door is locked, windows are bolted, curtains are closed, you can't just walk in because you want to. They're not allowing you in. That's not alignment. That's fantasy working. You have to have energy in order to receive energy and to fix whatever's going on. All right. Now, sometimes it's not that the person doesn't care about you. It's that it could be an interference. It could be a new partner. It could be a family member in their ear. Even friendships that could pull them away. Yes. That's when I would suggest a breakup or recommend a breakup separation working first and foremost, because you have to clear that blockage before reconciliation can even be possible. But if you don't know whether they still feel anything for you, or if you're just sitting in silence wondering, that's where clarity blue working comes in. What I call in my shop is clarity blue. Clarity will show you the truth. You have clarification. And sometimes y'all's silence is very clear. Are they really done? Are they just sitting in pride? Or is there still a crack in the door where I can get some of that energy and we can change the circumstances at that time? Y'all, without clarity, without that, you're shooting blind. You're shooting in the blind. And that's why people waste money and time chasing something spirit already closed off. Okay? Now, I need to be another way clearer, very clear here. There are some situations where reconciliation just is not going to move, no matter how many candles you light. And we're going to talk about that too. If they have zero feelings left for you, zilch, nothing. They done blocked you. They done closed the door. If they have zero feelings for you, they don't have any anger. They're not avoiding you. When I say nothing, I mean nothing. If you're a stranger to them in their spirit, I cannot pull what doesn't exist. No energy equals no movement. Okay? Now, if Every cord is cut. That means no contact, no interest, no curiosity. Y'all be thinking no contact automatically means they'll miss you. No. Sometimes no contact means they're fucking done. They have that right too, as well. And if you keep chasing what's done, spirit will start blocking you because you're moving against alignment. If spirit already told you it was seasonal, not every relationship is meant to last. Some are lessons, some are stepping stones. Spirit may have already shown you in your dreams, in signs that your chapter is over. Cut the cord. If you're trying to force it back, that's not reconciliation. That's resistance, right? Now let's get something straight. Reconciliation is not the same as obsession or binding. Two different things, right? If you're saying, I don't care what they want, I just want them tied to me forever, that's not reconciliation. That's control. That's a domination. That's a binding. And that energy is a whole different type of energy, especially if they have cut you off. Okay? I've seen people bind somebody out of desperation. And what happens? The other person resents them. They get angry all the time, or they end up stuck to someone they don't even want anymore. Then they're crying to undo it. That's why I don't play in that lane. Hoodoo is about alignment. It's about restoration. It's not about puppeteering nobody. Okay? If they have closed the door and you don't have any energy whatsoever, I call that control and domination, and kind of like bonding, and kind of like a little off. Okay? Now, this is why I always recommend starting a love and relationship reading as well. We got to talk about that. Before you even think about putting money on a reconciliation work, you need to know if there's movement there at all. Too many people skip this step and jump straight into fixing them work, or burning candles, or throwing them in a jar, or any type of love obsession working. They jump straight into that. And that is a quick fix, supposedly, or you're not just even supposed to even do that. That's why they end up disappointed when they come back. They end up drained, or even worse, they stuck in a cycle of paying for work that was never going to move in the first place. I see that a lot. I use a lot. Listen, love and relationship readings, when I pull cards, I'm not just looking at yes or no. I'm looking at the full energy, the full picture, right? Is reconciliation even possible? I ask that. I look at that. I look at, do they still carry feelings for my client? Or are you holding on to a ghost? Spirit will show me quick if there's still a string attached, or if the cord has been cut clean. Okay? You got to ask yourself, is energy or another energy blocking you? Sometimes it's a new relationship. Sometimes it's their family. Sometimes it's your family. Sometimes it's their pride or stubbornness. The cards reveal whether the road is blocked and what's blocking it. That way you know if you need a breakup separation working first, or if clarity is the only thing that makes sense at this time, or is spirit showing you that it's time to heal instead of chase. Just saying. This is the one most people don't want to hear. Letting them go. Spirit will flat out say, this is done. This is not the person. This is not the path. That doesn't mean you wasted your time. It means you learned that lesson. So when I say start with a reading, I'm not just upselling you, anybody. I'm protecting your spirit and your pocket. Because I rather do a reading first. Read into the situation first, and then guide you to the word, because sometimes the reading just gets it clear. Now, if you say, Lady V, I can't do either one right now, what can I do in the meantime while you're waiting to book with me, or you're waiting to whatever decision you're going to make? Or if you're still trying to figure out if reconciliation is really what you want to do, there are some things you can do at home to keep yourself in alignment. Because let's be real, always real, because I'm the real Lady V. Most people want to jump straight into that type of work. But the truth is, reconciliation starts with you. It starts with you. If your energy is off, if you're desperate, bitter, or carrying anger, it's going to show up in the work. That's why so many people light candles and see no results, or they see blockages, because their personal energy is fighting the very thing they're asking for. So here's what I tell my clients to start with. Cleanse yourself first. Take a spiritual bath, simple, sea salt, rosemary, hyssop. If you have it, I do sell blessed hyssop in my shop. Pray over that water before you step in it. Ask spirit to remove bitterness, fear, and desperation. You can also light a white candle dressed with olive oil, tea light, pillar, whatever you have available. White is going to be about purity. It's going to be about clarity and truth. You're going to dress it with olive oil, pray over it. You can speak Psalms 32, 85, and also 126. They are excellent for clarity and restoration. You can also write a clear petition. When I say a clear petition, I mean not bring him back at all costs. That's desperation. A strong petition sounds like, Spirit, if there is still love between us, open the road for peace, forgiveness, and communication. If there is nothing left, show me clearly so I can stop wasting my time. Clear. Okay? You can also check yourself. Do I want them back because they're truly my person, or do I just hate rejection and silence? Be honest. Because if you're asking for reconciliation out of pride, out of fear, or ego, the work will never bless you. These steps won't guarantee reconciliation, but they prepare you for what you need to see. And sometimes, y'all, just doing these little steps is enough for Spirit to hand you your answer. Letting go is the hardest part. I got to talk about that because nobody really wants to hear about the letting go. Sometimes that is the most powerful work, the release. Letting go doesn't mean you didn't love them. It doesn't mean the memories weren't real. It means you're aligned enough to know when a chapter is done. You done read the book. Close it. Put that bitch up on the shelf and move on with your life. I don't want y'all to be in begging mode. Begging for a reconciliation with people who cheated, who lied, who's drained your spirit and disrespected your time, your work, your essence, and you want them back just because you're scared to start over. That's not love, that's fear. Because some of you only want them back because they walked away first. That's pride. Never love. Others want them back too, simply because you can't handle silence. That's attachment, not love. Here's the twist. Sometimes when you finally release them, that's when reconciliation happens too, because the chase is over. Your energy shifts. Spirit decides if it's meant. Y'all know my stories. All three of them done came back. Don't try to rotate, baby. And if they never come back, say they never come back, release. Release. The release is going to clear the path for better. You don't need to beg Spirit to rewrap the same package when Spirit has a new blessing awaiting for you. A new package, a new pretty coin. Okay? So yes, y'all, reconciliation is possible. But so is Spirit telling you no. You got to know the difference. Alexa, off. So let me wrap this up for you plain and clear. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Reconciliation or reconciliation work is real, but it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. It only moves if there's energy left. No energy means no alignment. No energy means no movement. They have to still feel something for you. That's why I don't just let people run and book work without direction. Okay? The first step for most of y'all is a love and relationship reading or a clarity blue working. Because spirit will show you if this door is actually open or if you're trying to force a dead situation. Listen, stop letting social media trick y'all. You think you can microwave reconciliation in 24 hours with a person that you have been broken up for a year. Hoodoo is never fast food. It's not microwavable. And spirit will never give you something that's not yours. Now, if you're serious about this work, if you're ready to stop guessing and start getting clear, the links are down in the description in my bio. You can book a reading. You can book clarity blue work that is up under conjure candles in the shop. And you can see exactly what's available. Visionsbybasori.com. I do a lot of workings, but let's be clear. If you want a deeper teaching behind the scenes, root work talk, unfiltered truths that I don't put on my platforms, join my spiritual collective on Patreon. That's where I pour into my people directly, where I break things down raw, and where you get the kind of guidance you're not going to find anywhere else. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about getting somebody back. It's about aligning your spirit, protecting your energy, and making sure that whatever comes into your life is actually meant for you. Okay, boo. Okay, sugar boo. All right, y'all. This is Lady V. I'm blowing you blessings every day. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, support. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the notification bell and stay locked in, because the next video might be the very one Spirit uses to give you your answer. All right? I'll show y'all. Bye.